Hey traders, welcome back to another new series. So as per title of this video, last weekend I was just doing my thing. I was thinking, hey, how can I make new content, interesting content? And I saw, hey, my PayPal balance on last weekend was about $400. So I thought, hey, why not let me put this $400 into a live trading capital, live account on ICMarket, and try to potentially grow it into 40,000 or more, to not just challenge myself, challenge my consistency, my discipline, also to tell all of you that everything is possible if you have the right experience, if you're inside the right community. So just to show y'all, this is my MT4 history. You can actually see on it's a little bit blur. On 15th, you can actually see here, on 15th of June, I had a PayPal transfer for $400. You can't do that on a demo account. So I know a lot of you will be asking here, what if it's a demo account? It's not, all right? If it's a demo account, it won't show something like PayPal deposit. And also, I will be doing some withdrawals along the way to show you all is a live capital. So yesterday was the first day of trading this $400 account, and I had some amazing short on gold. Was able to capture some really nice move to the downside. Was able to close yesterday for about 4.7k profit. So bringing the account balance now at $5,100. So again, to show y'all is an ICMarket live account. All right. So ICMarket, they don't do fake accounts like some shady brokers does. And let's just quickly go through. So how did I take some of the positions? I was pretty heavy, and I have to tell all of you again, when it comes to growing a small account, it's a lot more difficult, especially when you're starting with something like $400 or below. I know some of you might only have $100 or less, or some of you have more, not sure. But in order to grow a small account like this into a decent figure, anything above 5,000, I would say it's not of a bad account. It takes a lot of effort, and I have to say, when the account is $400, yesterday I was able to make about 4.7k profits. The first position that I took, I risked about $200. So I know some of you might be asking, hey, you're risking 50% of your account. Again, this is an interesting series. It's not, don't take it too serious. It's all about showing you what's the possibility. All right. So I had to risk a little bit more sizable, something like $100, $200, so that I can put in some decent size on gold. Because I do plan to focus on only 3 pairs on this challenge, which is gold, the Dows, and pound dollar. Unless there's different opportunity, I might add on to my watch list. But if you look at the chart here, from a technical standpoint, yesterday I noticed that, and in fact, in my trading community, the 1%ers Trade Club, I've been calling short when gold was at 24.31 level. Why? It was because, just logical sense, when you're in the market for so many years, you have a strong sense, or you have a strong gut feeling of what's really happening, especially when it comes to manipulation, when it comes to obvious market traps. You can just sense it early. So market has been running, well, all of us know, if you've been trading the FX market, you know gold has been on a massive bull run for multiple months, since 2023, and this thing just didn't stop, right? So when price broke all the way above the fresh high at 24.32, I told my community that I think, hey, this thing is about to retrace. And we were looking for different confirmation. The main one that we received was actually price failing. See that multiple failure at 24.33, then another secondary failure at 24.18. So price broke above the level, failed, and it just collapsed. Massive drop. Then we formed a pattern called TPF. Can't really disclose it, but it's basically a pattern that we trade inside our community. Form a reversal pattern here, continue dropping. So when price have already showed such a clear intention to the downside, you pretty much know sellers are in control. So yesterday I was looking for some short, of course, but again, my ideal entry was actually not there. Yesterday I shorted lower. Initially, my weekly game plan was to short it a little bit higher, probably into levels like 23.47, 23.49. But it was after I saw that, hey, after the Asian Open on Monday, because on Friday we had an unexpected rally. So we had a massive rally, just reversal from that 22.98 on Thursday, and Friday we just run all the way up. Yesterday on the Asian session, we got multiple rejection at 23.34 level. It was since the rejection at 23.34 that sort of hooked me a little bit. Say, hey, maybe there's some opportunity to go short, and price is probably not pulling back deeper. So after that drop, first we had a break of structure at 23.29. That's when I took a short, sort of a break and retest trade, really simple. Then it just dropped all the way down. So that was my first entry there for about half a lot, 0.5. So as it drops, pull back deep, I added another 0.5 again. If this thing goes up, considering I have 0.5 lots here, another 0.5 lots here, I will have to cut my position around somewhere around in between because I went in aggressive. It dropped, then when it pulled back, I scaled in more. So when it comes to growing such a small account like $400, it's really about sizing into your winner, scaling into your winner, cut your loser quick. So I can only size into my winner. One of the wrong thing that majority of traders does is when things goes against them, they average down into their loser. That's probably the worst thing you can ever do when it comes to destroying your personal account. Alright, because if let's say this thing goes up and I keep blindly adding more size in just in hope that it will reverse down, that doesn't make sense. If you want to become a successful, a consistent day trader, short-term trader, it's all about making high quality bets. Alright, you're essentially betting onto really good setup that market tells you, hey, you're correct on the direction, going harder. So that was what I did. Add on to my winner multiple times, then it just dropped all the way down. Made about about $2,000 on the first trade. So bringing the account from $400 to 2.4K, that gives me a lot more room to size in a little bit bigger on my next trade. So that's when we got the news. We got the manufacturing index releasing. We got red news here, pushing price up. Then the entire day, I was just monitoring this intermediate level at 23.22. So what I was thinking was, hey, I want to see price attempting either it can pull all the way back to my initial entry, and then come back down, whatever. But I want to see price staying under that London high around, should be London high around 23.22. And I want to see price filling under the level. And that was when I received the confirmation on the mid-New York session. See that? Price had a secondary attempt to push higher. And guess what? This time we failed all the way down. We dropped. And that's when I actually had a limit order again using one of the patterns that we trade inside our communities called TPF. So when price dropped, I had my limit order, sell limit set at 23.22. Stop loss for about 30 pips there. And yeah, expecting price to drop to the downside, and very fortunately, right after price tapped my entry, it just dropped. It just flushed all the way down, and I closed at the exact sweet spot as well. If you look at the lower time frame, you can actually see on the 8-minute chart, it tapped my entry, flushed all the way down, secured about 3.8 R. And when price was around 3.8, I reckon that, hey, maybe we might again do some weird thing again. And fortunately, I thought it was a little bit late. I was getting tired. I was happy to just close the position there. It turned out to be low of the day, and throughout the entire the New York and Asian exchange session, we just chopped all the way through. And I was able to close the second position for about 2.7K. So some of you might think, hey, how can you make $2,700 on a $2,400 account? That's because I know exactly how to size in. When I first shorted this, I only shorted for about one lot. If you can look at my P&L here, I only shorted for about one lot on my second position. See the bottom, right? The first, this one, right? This one, I only shorted for about one lot. And right after the price confirmed that I was being correct, guess what? I added onto my winner. So as it flushes down, when price flush down like this, especially when this thing drop, let's say I'm up about $500 or $700, that gave me the opportunity to do it, to size in. That's when I was looking for potential scale in, especially on a break under this prior swing low. So when price broke under that swing low, I know, hey, the intention was confirmed, sellers in control, I can hold this further. That's when I saw price broke under that 23.18 level, I scaled in. All right, sized in heavy, flushes down, I sized in more. When I sized in more, bear in mind, I already have my mental trail stops ready. So let's say if this thing pulls back, I'm giving back a significant amount of profits. So if it does pull back, I need to cut off the position maybe for a $500 win or $1,000 win. So it flushes down, basically just it flushed all the way down. There's not much management I needed to do, just a clean sell. And when price dropped there, I just manually exit out of my position as it was about 12 a.m. Malaysia time. So I'm happy to just close the day for about 4.7k. When I'm doing a series like this, I hope all of you, if you're watching this, don't take it as a too serious series, more of an interesting, entertaining series, as I just wanna not just show you all what's possible, also to show myself, hey, I'm consistent, I can do things that not many people can do. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Was able to grow a $400 account into, to be specific, about $422 account into 5.1k in one day. So we'll see how long does it take for me to grow this 5k into 40k. And I probably will be making some small withdrawals, and if I do, you all will see it on my P&L history in the next video. All right, we'll talk to you next time. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.